Hi, I'm Katie Moonstone. Welcome back. If you guys would all just take a minute, I'm going to clear the air in our heart spaces at this time. Woo! How is everybody doing today? We are coming to the last few days of May. And what does that mean other than what's been going on with our planets and the energy that we're all feeling? Some of you might be very energetic. Some of you might be very sleepy at this time. I've been feeling a little shaky today, or somebody might be pulsating, or you might be feeling, I don't know, it's just a really weird and eerie kind of stillness in the air, right? Well, that's because this is like this is the stillness that I was talking about. May brings on this stillness before it ends, because in ancient times, the last few days of May was actually considered a very spiritual moment that was like more of a transmission that would unlock doors within your mind or within your subconscious. So some of you might, if you are dreaming, some of you might not be dreaming at all. But if you're not dreaming, pay attention to what happens in your reality, because this is like we're in the in-between of the timeline shifts. So if you pay attention to your reality, you might feel like you're kind of floating, or like it's almost surreal, right? And if you are dreaming, you know, in these last couple days, pay attention, because you might have a dream, like let's say of a swing set that you knew you played on, but you didn't have a swing set when you were a kid. Or maybe a hallway to a home that you know in this lifetime you've never lived in. These are timeline shifts and doors that are opening up, you know, maybe to past lives that you once lived. And if you pay attention to that, it's going to give you like a key to the information or something that you need to know that you're going to be carrying with you. Remember, during these, like they called it back in the ancient times, these were called the hollow days. And it was because of the spirituality of the energy was very, very dense. So a lot of you are feeling like something is coming, and a lot of us are purging and detoxing and letting go of things. This is like, these days is like the reason why we're purging and letting go. It's called the empty chair effect. So basically, whatever leaves your life, that's you're preparing to what's coming in. And a lot of us might not even know what that is. You might feel a little confused. And the spiritual density of it is that you're not meant to know the answers just yet. But you will have clarity behind it. Again, we have Pluto in retrograde. So things are not going to make sense, and things are not going to be logic. So your body naturally adapts to the energy, and your mind, like your body will move faster, but your mind can't catch up to it just yet. But, you know, don't freak out, don't panic, just, you know, take it all in and be observant at this time, okay? We're just gonna get right on into this. This is a reading for, because I know I'm doing this late and it's 7 o'clock at night. This is gonna be for on or around Wednesday and Thursday, okay? So whenever you get this might be meant for you, okay? How about that? Energy moves and flows, so energy has to play out, and it might not, you know, this all depends on where you're at, you know, on your journey. So energy moves and flows, and it might not resonate with you today, but maybe it will tomorrow or Friday or Saturday, you know? Sometimes, usually, energies, I usually can feel them before the day that I actually tell you guys. Sometimes I might not feel it at all, and then in a couple days later, I'm like, oh yeah, I made a video about this. I was just talking about this. So it is what it is. Anyways, Dragon, be aware of self-delusion, okay? Also, know your worth at this time. You might have some people that might be out wanting to take advantage of you. It's time to start parting ways of like, you're worth more than that, you know? So you might need to part ways from people, you know, that are putting you in that mind frame of, well, I'm not good enough. These people are right. No, you need to break free from that because you're better than that. And you're here for a reason. We all are here for a reason. We might not know that reason just right now, but at the end of the day, you're here. You are not dead. You are here right now, which tells me that God has a purpose for you. Anyways, broken ring, parting of the ways in either romance or business. So things might be still kind of falling apart, you know, and again, it might not even make sense. Could be friends, it could be people, persons, places, and things, right? Flag, do not be tempted to lower your standards, okay? Weeping willow, family sorrow. Maybe you need to heal something from your family bloodlines. Chair filled, someone new is going to enter your life. I know I said the empty chair effect. When somebody leaves or something leaves, something always new comes in. So we're preparing our spaces for the new arrivals. And we might not even know what that is just yet. But just keep going with the flow. And you might want to feel like you need to isolate yourself at this time and pull back. And that's fine, because you need to make sure that the energy you're feeling is actually your energy and not someone else's, okay? There was also something else that it'll come to me. Handshake, a meeting with a stranger could be very important. And at the bottom of the deck, we got family again, affairs with the family. So family is going to be very important, or maybe a lot of these issues are about family in the next few days or on or around today. What kind of advice do we need? Patience. We do need patience at this time. Remember, our universe is right now, this is like the pause between the breaths, right? And I know I spoke of this in a couple readings ago, I think before the new moon all signs, and I was talking about the breath before we get into June, and that's kind of where we're at, you know. They call it hollow days. So anyways, we need to have some patience. Just be patient, because things are unfolding. You are being asked to practice patience right now. It's not easy to do this, but you're strong, and there is a reason why things are not aligning in the way you want them to in this moment. Have patience. It will eventually all work out. Again, Pluto does not want, there's no logic to Pluto. So you might quit a job today, but then you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. Again, these are huge timeline shifts, and I feel like this is the breath before we quantum jump. You know what I mean? So it's kind of what I was trying to get at. Sometimes I like to ramble on. Anyways, affirmations to lift up your thoughts and energy and to attract what you desire. Make sure that you all are using positive affirmations at this time. Also, if you want, and let's say you're feeling really extra confused, or have worries or anxiety or something, remember, you can always ask God to come walk with you. God, Jesus, your divine, your spiritual team, your ancestors. Say, hey, I need you to walk with me today. Help me find clarity in today. Or, protect me. It's just that easy. Remember, they cannot intervene unless you ask them to. So you have to ask that. And also, being grateful in this stillness and dark, this heavy kind of hollow energy, being very grateful is is very significant because of the spirituality density of the energy. So a lot of soulmate connections and karmic connections are breaking. Time's up. 999, time is up. Why? Because we've got new things to learn. It's time to level up, right? Some of us are ascending. So when you ascend higher, and the people that are not ascending with you, they stay or sometimes even go lower. And then look, it's called a timeline shift. You're able to go and they either stay the same, but like usually, what I wanted to talk about is like when we do like a, let's say like a soul, if you break ties with a soulmate, let's say you learned your lesson and that other person didn't, they have to, you're going this way because you're higher. He can't find you, he or she. And this person now has to redo the entire mess all over again with someone new, either in this life or in the next life, because that soul has to learn whatever lesson that it was meant to learn. Anyways, 999. We're one away from a completion of a cycle, okay? A lot of you are breaking away from, let's say, like bad habits, lustful things, and now are you going to be searching for more deeper and spiritual and more meaningful things? A lot of people are no longer going to be fighting this energy. They're just like waking up. It's a snap, right? People who wanted to compete, it's over. Time to set some new goals. Some people might not know their own value at this time, and this is a spiritual test. And some of them, the ones that don't know their value, they're the ones that don't want to wake up. Remember, if you have people around you and you are spiritually awakened, or you woke up from, like, let's say a truth, some people don't want to be woken up. They like living in illusions. They like living in lies or whatever it is that they want to live in. You know, it's not really for us to judge, but some people were not meant to wake up, you know? I mean, and you can't feel bad for them because you don't know their contract. You don't know what the deal was. So you just have to move forward, right? Because you don't want to keep coming back to earth repeating the same cycles over and over and over again. I mean, think about it. Isn't your soul tired? Because I mean, just in this lifetime, my soul is tired. Anyway, somebody might be dealing with somebody that is unfaithful as well. Again, connections are breaking up. Contracts are ending. And the ones that you're ending contracts with, they didn't regret hurting you. Something about news of legalities is also coming in, okay? News of legalities. Let's just get to it. Somebody might be having some legal issues, but there's going to be a resolution to it, okay? That's kind of what I was getting. What do we need to know to move forward for the collective at this time? Energy reading for now and around the next couple days. Breaking up the contracts, healing from major betrayals, and not hitting rock bottom. This is like rising, Phoenix rising energy. If you hit rock bottom, you can only go up now. This is also turning of the tides. The tables are now turning. So if you fell down and these people arose, guess what? It's going to do that. You're going to see a shift. And sometimes these shifts can happen right overnight. Females, single females that got their shit together, you are the 9 of Pentacles. One more pentacle and you have it all, right? What does she need to know? What did something about your priorities? You're going to have a shift in your priorities. Oh my God, somebody does not want me to talk. I rebuke and cancel in the mighty name of Jesus. Somebody might try to shut you guys up. Clear your throat chakra. Okay, and I'll show you how to do that before I end this. Anyways, to my single ladies that got all their stuff together, you are changing. You're going to have a shift in perspective, and you're going to you might be cleaning something. I wanted to say clean. Maybe you need to clean your space, okay, to get ready, because your blocks are being removed, and you're going to see something very, very clearly. Definitely clear your space, clean your space at this time. Fire sign males. Fire sign males. Some of you are married. Some of you are going to be entering into a new contract. And some of you, fire sign males, are going to be leaving your children behind. Also, you might need to apologize, and you're depressed about it because you don't want to apologize. Children are significant at this time. You know, some of them might be feeling a little down. The energy is heavy. It might be too heavy for them. Children's souls or spirits, they're very, you know, they're young, they're vibrant, and in this energy, it might not mix well with them. Also, the veil is very thin at this time. I wanted to mention that. So you might be hearing things, seeing things. So, somebody's gonna lose it all. So maybe somebody felt like they lost it all. I got the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. You did not get your wish fulfillment. Those of you that might feel like you lost everything, you didn't get your wish fulfillment, look at this. You got complete, absolute happiness. It's like leaving a heavy burden. A lot of you do need to dig deeper. Also, I'm getting stalker energy, so watch out because people are watching you, especially because your energy, and if you're like sensitive to energy, your body naturally will transmit or, you know, adapt to this energy. And some people can't. That's going back to dark entities, right? So watch out for people watching you. This is like stalker energy, maybe on social media. Definitely if you are an earth sign female, if you're a Queen of Pentacles or resonate with the Queen of Pentacles, it could be any earth sign. It doesn't even have to be an earth sign. Maybe you're a wealthy woman. Be very careful. You're being pocket watched and you have people watching you. You are going to stay stable, but either you were brokenhearted about something and it's going to put you in your feelings, or because of your stability and people watching you, they are brokenhearted and they are in their feelings. It was reverse. Wait a minute. Oh, okay, yeah. It was reverse, and they are in their feelings and they do not want to walk away from you. But they need to. You need to walk away from them. Only you would know the answer to that question. Again, take what resonates. Also, you might need to reminisce or start having a little fun. Maybe you've been all about work, and no play. But maybe you need to start having fun. Also, something from your childhood might be significant. Again, because the children, this energy is kind of heavy for them, they're going to feel depressed. They need to start having fun. So if you're an adult watching this and you have children, maybe lighten your kids up and have a little fun with them. Earth sign males, you have a stable offer coming your way. Maybe you're also working on your stability. Stability is very important for you at this time. You are going to have a very stable offer. Why? Because you were left out in the cold. You have to walk away from either someone didn't want me to say that, so someone might not want you to walk away because you're stable. They like kind of messing with you. So you're gonna feel left out in the cold, or you need to leave someone out in the cold. Maybe you feel left out in the cold by your family, friends, somebody, I don't know, but you're gonna get a stable offer, and I do see you getting a stable offer. And it has a lot to do with because you got left out in the cold. Maybe you have abandonment issues. Maybe you were abandoned. Maybe, you know, every time you try to do something, you're left out in the cold by a certain group of people. But at the end of the day, when this stable, like you're working on building stability, maybe you're also leaving some people out in the cold at this time. Yeah. Maybe there was an air sign energy. You feel left out in the cold because of an air sign energy. She was very truthful and honest, or maybe she cut you. But the secrets all came out. And this actually puts you in your heart space. But you do feel taken advantage of. I'm going to move on. That might be something you need to work on. Earth sign males, or maybe you can go two ways, but you're in the upright position, so I don't feel like this is a negative thing for you. I do see you getting a stable offer, but you do feel a little left out in the cold, And I do think you're dealing with some sort of an air sign energy, but the secrets already came out, and you do love this person, but you do feel like you're being taken advantage of, or you took advantage of this person, and you might need to offer her something. There is something I want to say, and I watched it like a couple weeks ago. What good is it if you have all this money and you're not helping anyone? What good is it if you have a house and you have nobody, you don't want anybody in it? So think of it like that. You were given a blessing, and your calling might have to do by, you know what, I have this money, God gave you this money for a reason. Now you got to go and answer his call. And when you do, you might have to give your money to somebody to help them. And when you do that, that money will come right back to you, because it's the intent. You just want to help this person. And that can go to anybody out there. That's just not for earth signs. That's everybody should be thinking this way. We're going to move on to, woo, I just got I can't think. Sorry. Water signs, rebuke and cancel. Water signs, or any male that's just in love and in their feelings, and you're balanced. Did you take advantage of somebody, or did someone take advantage of you? Let's see. Someone took advantage of you. You also did take advantage of someone else. Whatever it is, you might lose your job, or you might quit working for a while. Whatever it is, it's not fulfilling you. And it could have a lot to do with your job, actually. Maybe you feel taken advantage of at work. Maybe you stole from work and now you got fired. At the end of the day, that's not where you're supposed to be. They're telling you, do not reconcile. So do not put work and effort in. Do not reconcile. Just be cautious and release yourself. Let go of the things that are leaving you. Pay attention to and this is for everyone. Pay attention to what leaves your life. Fire sign females, we're going to move on. You're going to have to make a judgment call or a choice. And you will make a very good one. You're not going to fight. You are going to allow and surrender, but you are not fighting. Like, don't fight the energy. Don't fight the universe, because you're either going to get married, you're going to receive a phone call also, or you're going to enter into a new contract. Could be love partner, love or business. But you definitely have someone, you also might actually have someone professing their love to you. And this will change everything for you. Okay, we're moving on. Anything else we need to know? A lot of you are going to be soul searching at this time, because you need to find the truth to a situation. Again, remember, you're not looking for the truth. Don't try to make things logical at this time, because it's just going to bother you. And it's like a spiritual trap. The more you keep thinking, the more you're hindering yourself. Because Pluto's in retrograde, it wasn't meant for you to know the answer. Your soul needs to rest. And some of you who are soul searching right now, you will find the truth. You do know the truth. And once you do, your soul will be able to rest. And a lot of you do need to get some sleep. I know I'm one of them. I haven't slept in like 3 days. So it's been crazy. And I'm still functioning normal, which normally I never do. Normally when I don't sleep for a couple days, I get extremely goofy, and I haven't been that way. What a lot of people don't see coming is travel. Some people might be traveling, or air sign males, you might be traveling. You might be traveling to tell someone the truth. Something did not end, and it doesn't have to be air signs. Just if you're a male and you're traveling, something didn't end, and something very truthful is going to come out. And it was ordained. I got God. God has a message for us. There's a lot of things he doesn't want us to know at this time, but things are working out. Things are completing. You might see circles, zeros. Right now on the clock is 7:41. I have to look that up because I don't know the significance. I just know that 4 is protected. 1 One has something to do with like God and the creation. God's not finished right now. And 7 is that something about your path. And 7 is also like very significant in the scriptures of the Bible. But he said something's not over. And that's why people are not moving forward at this time. If you are single and you get a love offer, and it'll probably be by a guy by like the Knight of Cups. It's night energy. Those people typically will tell you what you want to hear. That's the lustful energy. They're not going to stick around. So don't fall for that either. That's a test coming in saying, do you know your worth? Do you just want, do you want the same person coming in every single time, breadcrumbing you? Because that's kind of what they're doing, right? Anyways, divine interference. Pay attention to your intuition. You are being guided at this time because truth, justice, and balance is coming out. It's actually the whole theme for this year. So we got the justice card, okay? So things are balancing out so that we can get into our highest best self. And a lot of us are going to start receiving gifts and doors are going to open. But again, we're waiting on the energy. Right now, this is the pause between the breath when the moment that the universe starts breathing again, we'll feel that in June. So this is just like the quietness of the end of days of May, because when June starts, it's like, here's the codes. And then when June hits, now use the code we just gave you. Did you pay attention? Empress is out here. You're going to be receiving a gift and communication. You're also probably transforming at this time. You're going to be having a face-to-face, a heartfelt conversation with someone. And you don't want to do this. Why? But it was destined and fated. You might not want to do it, but you have to. It was destined and fated. Why? This goes back to the girl who, everything you have, and this girl who, okay. So we have the Empress in the upright. She makes everything beautiful. She is very loving, kind, and she nurtures everything to make things grow, right? She had to go through a lot of pain to bring that blessing in, right? People don't realize when someone gets a blessing, you don't realize how much that person had to suffer or lose in order to get that blessing. People never think about that. All they think about is themselves and jealousy, like, oh, she doesn't deserve this. But at the end of the day, what did you do? Were you loving and kind? Were you growing seeds, or were you too busy watching this person? And that's what I'm getting, that watch and that stalker energy. There are a lot of people that are too concerned with your life than their own. And that's crazy to me. Anyways, you have a destined and fated conversation that you got to take place, and this girl does not have good intentions. She's very manipulative. She's not loving and kind. She doesn't want to work with you. She does not want to help you. She just wants a new beginning. Why? It was a decision she made. She's going to try to communicate by text or emails. All right, going back to watch out for texts and emails. Watch that are deceptive, because people like to text, but behind that text, behind that communication, you got yourself a liar. Someone who's either lying to themselves, and it could be, is someone lying to themselves that they've been dealing with a woman like this? Because she oh wait, I don't have the right card out. See? Deceptive energy. Maybe he hasn't been truthful and honest, that he's been dealing with someone like this, and she's been too worried about this person. Kind of crazy, huh? Or maybe he's been lying to her because he loves her and he's been truthful and honest and he's trying to protect her. I get that as well. There will be communication and phone calls. Like, communication is going to start opening up soon. things are being universally guided at this time. Yes, there's still things that we do not know, and that's why our new beginnings, it's kind of like a delay. The breath, it's the space between the breath, right? Anyways, we are gonna just move on to the dice. Let's see, what does the dice have for us today? We're getting a no answer. No to greed. Don't be greedy at this time. Backfire energy is also what I'm getting. There's an egotistical, okay. There is a man out there, men, some men who were like egotistic, narcissists. They are getting no answers. They're being rejected. And you know what that means when a narcissist gets rejected, right? But they are going through, maybe somebody's going through the dark night of the soul. They are releasing the spirit of greed. I will say that. And they are going to bring love into they're doing this so that love comes into their life. Love is very significant in these last few days of May, okay? Try to stay in your heart space. Females, you need to be brutally honest with yourself. You're not walking away from something and you need to. Some of you females are being brutally honest, but you lack empathy. And you need to, some of you need to walk away from some things. Some of you already know this, and some of you need to fix your crown. And a lot of you are kind of, it's like hell have no fury than a woman scorned. You need to heal your heart space. You need to we are being asked to rise into our feminine energy during the next, during this time actually. Hold on, I got a dice that ran away. And you know what came up was the child. Maybe someone's child might run away, or I did say my last reading, children might be moving from one parent to another if they're in a divorce situation. It's been slower a long time coming. This is kind of worldly, but I know we got a new pope recently. But there is going to be a new idea that comes from religion, from a religious speaker. I'm thinking it's the pope. Times are going to start changing. This is the Phoenix rising energy. And as all of us that are on this one certain path, as we rise, we're going to see a downfall. And the card that I keep staring at, it's like pick me energy, first off. Pick me, pick me. It's all I kept hearing. By the way, the number 2 came out, so 2 is significant, 2 o'clock. 2 days, new harmonic world, enlightenment. So that card keeps, come on, pick me. Oh, there are some money blockages going on at this time. They are universally, it was meant to be this way. And it was universally guided for sure. The number 3 is significant. Someone doesn't want me speaking. 3 days, maybe in March, something happened in March. But something was universally guided, and your money is being blocked at this time, and the universe is kind of doing it as a protection at this moment, and there's a reason that this will happen. Also, Saturn might be Saturn is kind of still in the play right now, and Saturn deals with karma and reward and it's the daddy planet. So if you've been a bad person, daddy's gonna punish you, right? That's Saturn. So there's been some blockages on your money, and it has something to do with Saturn, which means that tells me that that's a karmic tie. Those of you that might need to heal something with money from your pasts. Yeah, definitely heal your relationship with money from your past. Before I do these, let's get rid of something, and then we'll end this reading. Ooh, that did not fall. Good job, but that would have been bad. What do we need to get rid of to end this reading? We got 2. It's been the same two things actually that's resonating, but someone might need to hear this. These, with these cards, basically whatever I say, I need you guys to speak this out into existence because this is for you so that this can be cleared from your energy as well. So all unhealthy relationships and friendships and associations are now cleared and destroyed from my energy in spirit and in flesh. All unhealthy relationships, friendships, and associations are now destroyed and cleared from my energy in spirit and in flesh. Claim it. All self-doubt and self-sabotaging behavior patterns are now destroyed and cleared from my energy in spirit and in flesh. All self-doubt and self-sabotaging behavior patterns are now cleared and destroyed from my energy in spirit and in flesh. Claim it and allow it to be destroyed. All right, we're gonna end this reading. You guys be safe out there. What do we need to know to end this beautiful reading? We got, again, the Tree of Life ancestors, okay? So your ancestors are definitely around you. Pay attention because, again, in ancient times, the last days of May were considered it was considered hollow days, okay? The Tree of Life symbolizes unity, interconnectedness, collective consciousness, binding humans to nature and each other. Connection to the divine, the cycles of birth, growth, decay, rebirth, reflecting nature's rhythms and transformations. The Tree of Life serves as a guide for balance, universal blueprints, harmony, ancient wisdom, abundance, inner strength, personal growth, and evolution. This ancient symbol reminds you that you are part of a larger whole, connected to every living being on the planet. By understanding this, you need to bridge the gap and find common ground with others regardless of differences, cultures, and nations. The Tree of Life represents the collective consciousness that binds you to the natural world and to each other. It is a powerful reminder that you and your individual experience is part of a larger web of life and your place in it. You may need to go back through your bloodlines and to heal situations that are being presented to you in your life right now. Remember, your divine connection is rooted in the idea that the Tree of Life embodies the divine essence, symbolizing the infinite and eternal nature of the universe. Maybe it is time for you to build a sacred relationship with the divine built on trust and a deep sense of connection to something greater than yourself. It is time to lock. It is time to lock. It is time to look. Now I can't find it. All right. It is time. It is time to look beyond the physical domain. And okay, you know what? I have been staring at these things. Somebody doesn't want you to see something clearly. I'm going to tell you that right now. Because every time I try to figure, and I've been losing my spot, so watch out for distractions, but somebody does not want you to know something or see something clearly, because I'm having a really hard time focusing, and I know my eyesight is good, so come on. I mean, I wear glasses sometimes, but this is terrible. It is time to deepen. I literally messed that all up. It is time to look beyond the physical domain and tap where your divine essence resides. It is time to walk a path to enlightenment. Somebody doesn't want you to walk your path, and somebody is going to try to stop you from being enlightened. It's time to start exploring your inner world and letting go of all the things that no longer serve you. It is time to deepen your understanding and discover new aspects of yourself and the world around you. The branches and roots serve as a powerful symbol of karmic patterns, cause and effect, consequences that ripple through time and space. The tree offers pure nourishment to all that seek it. Okay? Woo! I am going to get off of this reading. I apologize if it was terrible, but I struggled. So some of you might be on the struggle bus. Definitely try to do a spiritual bath, and don't really meditate in this energy. More just stay still, because your things are just you're gonna hear it. Your intuition, all your senses are being heightened at this time. Some of you are definitely ascending. So when I say ascending, for those of you that are new to the whole spiritual journey, it just means your energy is now raising higher. This is about bringing heaven down to earth, right? The number 7 has a lot to do with God in the Bible scriptures, and religion keeps coming up when I keep doing these whole cards, these readings. And like I said, I know we just got a new pope. I don't watch TV, so I really don't know what's going on in the world today. So, however, I hope that this resonated with someone out there. Please like, share, and subscribe. And until we meet again, stay safe and namaste.